Welcome back to Josh Does Math. In this video, we're going to be using the product rule on a couple of functions to take the derivative of them. So, if you don't know, product rule says the derivative of fg with respect to x, where f and g are both functions of x, is equal to df over dx times g plus dg over dx times f. So, a quick way to think of this is the derivative of two functions multiplied together is derivative of the first, second, plus derivative of the second, first. It's just a short little thing that you can say whenever you use it to help you memorize it. And we're going to be using this formula for taking the derivative of each of these functions here, which are made up by multiplying two functions together for each of them. So all that you need to do is recognize, okay, this first function right here is going to be f, and this function right here is going to be g. And then you just apply the rule. So the derivative of x minus 1 times x plus 1 with respect to x is just going to be dx minus 1 with respect to x times x plus 1 plus derivative of x plus 1 with respect to x times x minus 1. So all I did was apply the formula. And now I just take my derivatives. This is equal to derivative of x minus 1 with respect to x is just 1 times x plus 1 plus derivative of x plus 1. It's still just 1 because all we're really looking at is the rate of change of x with respect to x. It's just 1. 1 times x minus 1. And now we just simplify it down a little bit and we get 2x. So that's the derivative of the first function up here. Okay, well, how about the second one? Well, once again, all you do is recognize that you just have two functions here that are being multiplied. So you apply the formula. So we'll say d2x minus 6 times 3x squared plus 9 dx is equal to derivative of the first, so that's d2x minus 6 dx times the second plus derivative of the second, 3x squared plus 9 times the first. And it might seem like it's kind of a waste of time to write this whole thing out for the first step here, but at least whenever you're getting used to using the new rule, it's really helpful because it gets it stuck in your head. But as you go on, maybe you'll take shortcuts and you'll just, instead of writing this whole thing right here, you'll just skip this step and recognize, oh, the derivative of this is 2, so I'm going to write 2. And then you write 3x squared plus 9. So as you get more comfortable, you can skip a couple of steps here and there. But at least for starting out, it's helpful to write out all of your steps. Next term here, we're going to use the power rule, so this becomes 6x as the derivative times 2x minus 6. And at this point, I'm just distributing stuff in, so I get 6x squared plus 18 plus this becomes 12x squared minus 36x. And we can simplify it a little bit further by just writing 18x squared minus 36x plus 18. So you could maybe factor out an 18 if you wanted to, but this is fine down here. So that's how you take the derivative of two functions being multiplied together. You can use the product rule. Additionally, we could have FOILed each of these right here and just distributed twice, performed FOIL, and gotten a big polynomial stretched out. For the first one, we would have had a three-term polynomial, and for the second one, we would have had a 4-term polynomial. But regardless, we would have a polynomial stretched out for each one. And for that, we could just use the derivative of a sum rule and perform the derivative for each individual term. So either way you do it, you're doing the same thing. Just the product rule is sometimes a shortcut for performing that big giant multiplication before you take the derivative. But that's how you take the derivative of these couple of functions here. Thanks for watching.